Pirate Radio.
Well, we're back at it.
How'd it go?
It looked like we've been off for 10 days. The want to was good, and that's the first thing I ask them after practice. Why? What did we learn today? and they've learned that you can't take time off like that. And so then we talked extensively just about why it's so important that we do everything we can to prevent having another pause. I'm not going to sit here and tell those kids that they have to get the vaccine in order to play here, but I am strongly encouraging them to get the vaccine to protect themselves, to protect their family, to protect us, and to eliminate this. Because obviously, if we're going to do the things that we want to do this year as a team, this fall, then we have to eradicate the virus from our program completely. It's just you're sitting there today with, some guys that are still in the return to play protocol. You're sitting there today with, coming off of a 10-day pause, and just, it will not allow us to reach our max potential this spring or this summer and this fall. So it's, something we got to make sure we address.
Have you guys, the coaching staff, have you all gotten vaccinated?
Yeah.
And then have the players started to this point?
We have been vaccinated probably about 3 weeks ago. And then, some of the players already have been vaccinated. Hoping to have some more taken care of this week. I know the university has a big push right now to make sure that it's available to students. So we're setting it up and just educating them and, letting them take care of themselves kind of with that stuff.
As far as practice today, do you have a number of ballpark as far as guys who were out, specifically COVID protocols, or how did you
Not too many.
maneuver around?
Yeah, I mean it was a little bit of a challenge, but the good thing is we do have good depth going into the spring, so we were able to put 2 solid units out there to go against each other. So we practiced and we functioned, and it was fast paced. But obviously you don't have everybody out there, and so we should get most of those guys back next week. Return to play protocol should kick in around Sunday, Monday. So by the time we get to this time next week, we'll have just about all of them back out there on the field. So
Not to name any names, but the corner position was a little shorthanded. And
yeah.
Any other positions that I guess you have to work around issues?
Well, it's just a lot of the skill guys both sides of the ball, and a lot of the stand-up guys. So.
Where can you kind of update? Obviously, it was announced there was not a spring game publicly.
Right.
Where things kind of stand? How do you go from here?
We are going to have a spring game, the football program. Now, it's, I understand everything from the university perspective and the athletic department perspective of, it's just one of those things where, we're going to have it on the 17th. We had the pause, so we can't have it on the 17th. You can try to announce another date, but, things have to go smoothly in order for that to work. Now, we're planning on things going smoothly, but, you may have to adjust. And so, just to avoid just some of the disorganization is that a word? To avoid just having a mass crowd gathering. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Athletic department just decided, hey, we're not going to have an organized spring game for what traditionally is every year. We as a program, we're going to have a spring scrimmage to finish spring practice. The families are going to come and watch their sons compete. The media, we're going to make it available to the media. But it's that's how we're going to finish the spring. So the kids, to be honest, and I was hoping that release was going to come out during practice, because the kids were a little bummed at the beginning of practice, because they really enjoy that stuff. They enjoy competing. They enjoy having their families, girlfriends, whomever here to watch, and so they're excited about having one. So we will have one. Right now we're planning on having it on the 24th, but we'll see.
How was the go ahead.
Sorry, do you guys have a backup plan in case anything does go wrong, like the virus or?
Well, if I had a crystal ball and I knew exactly what would go wrong and how long it would go wrong for, I'd be able to have it's one of those things like everything else throughout this last year and some change. You just have to be able to adjust and make changes on the fly a little bit.
As far as special teams right now, what's the competition like at kicker and punter? I know you can bring more guys in, but just as far as the personnel right now.
Well, I mean, I think you have very good competition at both kicker and punter right now. Owen and Pat are competing at the place kicking position, and then Luke and John are competing at the punter spot. And I'd say right now it's pretty neck and neck at both positions. We do have several guys coming in this summer, so this competition will go on for a while. And I feel good about what we'll have for the 2021 fall season. But, a lot of competition right now, and I've been pleased, with the way some of those guys, I think Pat and Owen both have started very solid with the spring.
As far as kind of pause last week, just looking at that, what were you, the staff, the players, were you able to kind of communicate, or was it just total kind of shutdown?
I mean, we Zoomed. I'm getting to where I hate Zoom with a passion. I know the kids do too. We really focused a lot on recruiting. We spent the significant portion of our days each day just allowing the area coaches to really get a good grasp on their area and really getting the recruits pushed through the pipeline. I was excited that I looked at my pipeline today and it's empty. So I've seen all the guys that have gotten pushed to me, because it's one of those things you sit there and you watch those guys forever. And so Derek Miller's done a great job bringing some organization to our recruiting department, and really feel good about where we are. With everything going into the summer, we are anticipating having camps this summer, and we're anticipating having recruits on campus starting June 1. We think that's going to happen, and so we're looking at June as pretty much you're not going to have a day off in June. You're going to have kids on campus just about every day.
What do you think it'll be like at that time? Because at some point, guys got to start committing and getting them on visits and what. Do you think it'll be kind of a fight to get kids on campus after so long?
Complete and utter chaos. We're fighting right now to schedule official visits for some kids. Some of the national recruits that we're in on, and just trying to get weekends locked down. But we've got, I think, 8 camps in the month of June, and I figure we're probably going to have some pretty large numbers at those camps. But it'll just be so good to be able to see the recruits in person again. We signed this last class with virtually not seeing any of them in person, so it's just not the way you want to do it.
As far as today, did any, we always talk about leadership, and especially in these situations, did any guys kind of embrace coming back and being, bringing guys along, that type of thing, as far as being out there?
Yeah, I think some of your experienced older guys, they handled it a whole lot better than the young guys did, which is not surprising. Holton did everything he can from a leadership standpoint. I thought some of those older offensive linemen, Sean Bailey, Avery Jones, I say he's older, he's still got a lot of eligibility left, but I thought those guys did a good job. I thought, Keaton, he did a good job. Rajay was struggling a little bit with his conditioning today after his layoff, from the beginning. And defensively, I thought, the Miles Berry and, Jawan Powell and DJ Ford and Jaquan McMillan and those guys really did a good job of keeping a lot of energy out there. Well, I think there was excitement to be back out there, and then at 84 degrees and coming off a 10-day layoff, the conditioning hit them about midway through practice. So then it was a little bit of a struggle to push. They catch their wind between series, and they come back out all fired up, and then by the end of the series, we're dragging our tongues a little bit. So it's about what I expected. But it's good to be back out there. Hopefully, we don't have any more delays like that.
When you put full pads on, it'll be Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go full pads on Thursday and have some competitive stuff, and then we'll actually practice 4 times next week. We'll go Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then next Saturday the 17th we'll have a scrimmage in the stadium.
Are they looking forward to that?
Oh yeah. And we would have had one this past Saturday if we had not have had the pause, and so we really haven't had a full-scale scrimmage yet. So they'll be excited for that one. So. We're getting enough of the offense and defense in now situationally to where we'll be able to just kind of let it go, because we're heavy third down today. We're heavy red zone on Thursday, so we'll have just about all the situations in by the weekend. We will. Yeah, we will. But hopefully a year from now we're not even talking about this anymore. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, thanks a lot.